Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Catzilla Gaming. Today we're doing another speed build. I just called this one Delphi. I'm not really sure why. I've just been trying to come up with some more creative names, I guess, for my houses. And so I guess that is just kind of what I came up with. So it's just another modern house. I know, shocker, it's like I don't know how to build anything else, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just like modern homes. Actually, I do. I really just love modern homes, and they're my favorite to build. So that's why I'm constantly building modern homes. But I do have some ideas for some other homes that I want to do soon. I will get to those eventually, though. And sorry this video is late. Like, I know usually I post my builds on Friday, but I realized that I hadn't done the voiceover for this one a little late. And then I had kind of like a really blah week, I guess you could say. I just wasn't feeling like up to snuff, like not my usual self, so I just kind of took a lot of the week off just to like recuperate and just to like, I don't know, just like be with myself and try and like get over whatever I was feeling, I guess. So yeah, that's why this video is late. Normally, you know, I'm not going to make this a habit or anything. I've had this video done for quite a while just without the voiceover. I built this house, I want to say like 3 months ago maybe, because I've actually built all of Newcrest now like a while ago. So I'm just kind of like catching up on the videos that I haven't done yet. Like, beside this house in the next lot, there is another house already, and it's just not furnished. And then of course you can see my other houses in the background, like the Red Box Modern, and you can see the, what is it called? Iris Boulevard, I think. So yeah, this one is, I was just having a lot of fun with the half walls because I built this around when the half walls actually came out. So it was a lot more new and exciting, and oh my god, we finally have half walls, you know? So I was having a lot of fun with the half walls, as you can tell by the roof, because it has like 3 different levels of half walls. Sorry, not sorry. Home has very neutral tones. I think the only and like non-neutral tone is the kind of reddish brown wood paneling I used, I think. It's been a while since I've seen this house in completion, so I think that's how it goes. And I had to build it on like a side lot here because I was running out of lots in Newcrest to build on. So it's a little kind of weird, I guess, how I built it on like a slant. Like, it should be facing forward. So of course you could just throw it onto a bigger lot if you actually wanted to use it in your game. And I don't know how long I spent doing this, but I spent quite a while here trying to figure out which goddamn stairs matched a flooring, and only to find out there are no fucking stairs that match like any of the like floorings, the ones that are more like just like the outdoor floorings, I guess, more like the concrete and stuff. None of them match stairs. Is that not ridiculous? I spent so long trying to find one that matched like the different color concretes, and there just wasn't any. Like, I was very disappointed to find that because I really, really wanted to match the stairs to one of the concretes, but it was literally impossible. So here too, using more of my little half walls here just to build kind of like a little flower area, and then using some little stilts here, or little, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, to just kind of hold up the front roof area. So I think this house looks really interesting from the front. It wasn't completely what I wanted it to be. I had kind of envisioned it differently, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So yeah, the front of this is a lot more interesting, I find, than the other, you know, 3 sides. I'm really bad at making like the other sides of homes really interesting. I always want to make the front really different, and then every other side of the house generally suffers. This is also when the new flowers and stuff came out too, so it was around the new time, so I was just using them and just getting really pumped that we had all these new flowers, and I was just trying to do something like different, I guess, with the garden, and it was kind of going okay. actually. I mostly just did like a little garden here on the side of the house, and then I think I put some like little bamboo trees on the side eventually. And then I have the more like deserty flowers there in the front in those like little kind of like makeshift potters that I was making. So I know the garage area there too is a little bit weird because what I originally wanted to do is use some roofing to like make like an incline up to the actual like driveway area. But of course there is not enough space for that, so I didn't actually get to do that. But that was my original intent. So if you do decide to download this house from the gallery or something and you want to fix that little issue, that is what I plan to do, and it shouldn't be very hard to do, I don't think. I also put the kind of like skylight on top there for the, what's it called? Why can't I think of words? For the garage. I wanted to put the skylight up there just because it's so nice to have like the extra just daylight. And when I was doing this house, actually, you know, guys know most of the time I am very adamant of doing my just my rooms and stuff off screen because it takes me so long to do them usually. But this time I actually had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do and the colors I wanted to use, so it was actually a pretty quick little, not decorating, but quick little like planning thing instead of like taking a million years like it usually does. And this is also before the Dino pack came out, so I don't have any of that stuff if you're wondering. I do have it now. I just bought it and I've actually really enjoyed playing the game since. Like, I was really just so bored of the game for the last like several months, and then Dino just came out and I've been playing that for like the last week. And it's just been so fun. It is actually like really cool to make your own restaurant and have your own employees and all of that. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I will be building a restaurant. I have a complete idea for one already, and I have kind of some plans worked out, so I just need to actually make it. It will probably be a little while until I actually make it, but I will be making it. I promise. It's just going to be a pretty big restaurant, like a nice modern kind of, probably like a fancy restaurant, so it will probably take a little while to make. I do warn you of that. So working on the interior here, it's a pretty chill kitchen. I wanted to go with a lot of woods because I don't usually do a lot of woods indoors, but I went with a lot of woods there, and I have those cool lighting or those cool lights, and I didn't put a lot of decorations around, of course, because this is before Dino came out, and I am going to have so much more fun making kitchens now. Like, I love making kitchens. I think it's my favorite part of every build, so I'm gonna have a lot more fun with that once I get to start building kitchens with that, and I'm really excited. So the indoors here, the accent color is, I guess, red, and the sort of wood color, the wood tone, and then most of the walls are just white. So I just like how clean it looks, and it's not too cluttered. And I love those couches so much. They come in so many different patterns and so many different colors, and I think it's my new favorite couch. I've probably mentioned this in a past video, but you guys know I've been using those couches a lot because they're amazing. And so putting up some bookshelves and doing, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Yeah, making a reading nook, that's what I thought. And so I have the huge TV, so this is definitely a rather pricey home because I used a lot of pricey stuff. If you wanted to down the cost a bit, of course, all you have to do is go in and use some cheaper materials and use some cheaper, you know, couches and TVs and stuff, or you can always just save up for it, or do what I do and use money cheats. Because if you don't use Motherlode, or you don't know about Motherlode, you are living a sad existence. I'm sorry. I don't use it in most of my games though, because I like to actually play from my Sims being super poor to being like rich. And I find whenever my Sims get to the point where they're rich, I always get really bored with the game for some reason. Literally every time. I don't know what it is, but once I get to the point where my Sims are like a generation or two down the line and my Sims have, you know, a bunch of money, they have a big house, I'm just like over it. So I really like the Dino game pack for that because it's been sucking up a lot of my family's money. So their house is still like their pretty much original house, just with upgraded like countertops and stuff. And usually by now in playing it, it would have been this entire like big house by now. And I also set it on to like playing on like a long lifespan, because usually I just play a normal, but I put it on a long lifespan and it's actually been really improving the game for me. So I'm really excited about that because I was getting so tired of Sims, which is really sad because I love Sims. And my cat Vader is coming to say hello. So if you hear meowing, that's what he's doing. So of course you guys know I love to put garages in my house. I don't know what it is. I just really like garages. And though this is a 2-bedroom home, I believe, it could be 3 bedrooms. I do have this nice little study area here with like the pale green and stuff, which I really liked, and the wood coloring. It's just, the green was just a little different for me, which is why I went with that in the bedroom and in the study. So if you wanted to make like an extra kid's bedroom on here though, it would be really easy just to convert that into a kid's bedroom. And then of course you would have a lot more space. You'd have another room, or you could take maybe one of the bathrooms or something and just kind of mix up the layout of the home, because there is 2 bathrooms and you don't necessarily need 2 bathrooms. I just like having 2 bathrooms. And I don't know if you can hear that, but my cats are fighting all of a sudden. They're jerks. So anyway, so we're working on the master bedroom here, which is again very earthy. It has a lot of greens and a lot of browns, and I really like that because those are colors I don't generally use. So back when I was doing this, I was still getting tired of decorating, but I was trying to like step out of my comfort zone a little bit more with colors and stuff. And I think that worked out fairly well, especially because I'm just still, you know, on the decorating, not super into it, but it's alright. And I did this kind of like weird thing with the foliage indoors. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just kind of like, nah, I want something fucking different, please. So I was bringing that inside and having the little reading nook there and lots of little doodads sitting around and such. And I really love this purple color. I think it's actually such a nice color. And then I put the desk here on the end, so this is more probably like a teenage bedroom, I guess, but I really like having the desks on the end of the beds there. It just saves so much space. So of course, now we are into the screenshots, and I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys aren't like upset at me for having the video up a day late. Usually I don't do this, but as I said, it was just kind of like a shitty week for me, and I've been feeling a lot better though this weekend because my friends are home from Toronto, and that makes me so happy because I haven't seen her since Christmas. So we went out last night and that really helped. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe before you leave if you're new here. And leave me a comment letting me know if you have any more ideas of what you would like me to build in The Sims. And of course, you can still buy Haven and paperback, hardcover, ebook, all on Amazon and such. And if you want to give it a try, you can read the first 3 chapters free on my website. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Kat, and I hope you all have a great week.